guys, how's it going? I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com, and this is the LG Encore from AT&T. It's a new device in their quick messaging phones lineup. Has a 3-inch resistive touchscreen display. Doesn't have a physical keyboard, just a virtual on-screen keyboard. Also has a 3-megapixel camera. So it's just a basic standard feature phone, messaging phone, whatever you want to call it. And so we're going to do a quick unboxing right now, and then I'll have my first impressions up on the site. Then I'll come back in about a week or so. You guys know the drill. I'm going to have a full review for you guys. So first up, just a quick unboxing of the LG Encore from AT&T. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com. Let's go check it out. Okay, so here we go with the LG Encore. It is from AT&T, just a standard messaging phone, no physical keyboard. You can see the box is pretty simple, so go ahead and open it up. Inside you have the phone itself. It's kind of a small device. It's really thin, but just the phone itself feels pretty small. And then there's a 3-megapixel camera. Let's open up the battery cover, take a look at the battery. So it is a 950 milliamp hour battery, and so by LG's estimates, this should give you about 3 hours of talk time and about 10 days of standby time. Usually it never lasts as long as their estimates say. But I'll be sure and test it out. The back here, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it sort of looks like a brushed metal pattern. It's just plastic, but it has sort of a nice design to it that looks pretty cool. So let's power it on, and then while it's powering on, we'll take a look at the rest of the box. Oh, that's interesting. Those are capacitive touch buttons. They're not actually physical buttons. That's cool. So anyway, otherwise in the box, you get a charger. Looks like standard micro USB. It's not a data cable. It doesn't, it just doesn't have a USB port on the end. So you'll have to find another way to transfer data or music and pictures to your phone. And then you get your interactive tutorial CD and a couple of other quick start guide, other AT&T stuff that you'll probably never look at. Okay, so going back to the phone, you can see, for the most part, it's LG's, standard operating system user interface that we've seen, very similar to what we saw on the LG Sentio, which is pretty much the same exact phone, just on T-Mobile and not AT&T. But you'll see it does have a 3-inch resistive touchscreen display, has a resolution of 240 by 400, and it's just a standard LCD screen. And then again, these capacitive touch buttons, looks like there's a microphone right there. This is for call or send, back button, and then the end button. The power button is actually on top, and that's also the screen lock and unlock button. Then you have, looks like a 2.5 millimeter headphone jack, which is a little disappointing, but that's okay. Volume rocker buttons. I like the way the buttons are shaped. You can see they're really thin, but they're kind of curved, kind of give it a nice fresh look. And then the charging port. And then on the right side is the dedicated camera key for the 3-megapixel camera. And a button, I'm not really sure what that's for. Let's see if we can find out. Push it. And it's a task menu. Okay, so that's kind of nice. Maybe some app switching functionality there. So down here you have your dock, shortcuts for phone functions, contacts, messaging, and then the main menu. Again, this is standard LG menu interface. It's divided into 4 categories. You can see your different options there. Let's go to messaging and see if we can take a look at the virtual keyboard, not a physical keyboard. So you do have T9, and then here's the virtual keyboard. Looks kind of nice, nice and spacious. I like the layout. The keys, I like that square shape, especially when it's a virtual keyboard, because it just gives you more room, since you can't have doming or different shapes, different styles of keys. Having just basic square keys makes it easier to type on. So we'll do the quick brown fox jumps over the So there's haptic feedback on the keyboard, which you can turn off, of course. And I did make, wow, several errors. So usually, especially with virtual keyboards, and especially when it says resistive touchscreen, it does take a little while to get used to figure out, exactly how to type on it, and getting sort of a rhythm. So I'll have to test it out a little bit more. And then on the main screen here, I believe you can add a couple of widgets. Yeah, so right now you have a clock widget. Move that up, and then we can add, dual clock, analog clock, a calendar, pictures. We'll add this little memo pad. And then you can see up here, there's 3 different screens. So right now we're on the screen with widgets. Then you can slide over to shortcuts, and then contacts. You can add your favorite contacts here. So that's kind of nice. Again, like I said, a 3 megapixel camera. Obviously, it doesn't have a flash, doesn't have an autofocus, but there are different modes for different scenes. You can change the brightness, the white balance, and it does also capture video in QVGA resolution. And then I believe you have MobiTV, where you can access certain TV stations and shows on the go. Right there, you see MobiTV. Looks like you have a GPS, AT&T Navigator, Yellow Pages Mobile. So a lot of standard AT&T apps that we see on, basically all LG messaging phones. You have your mobile email app there. So, overall, this is just a first look, and I'll test it out a little bit more. But overall, looks like a great standard LG phone with their standard interface, but kind of with a fresh look on it. Kind of small and thin, but it feels good in the hand, feels solid. I like these capacitive touch buttons, so I'll have to test it out some more, and I'll put it through its paces and see exactly how it performs. But that's just a first look at the LG Encore from AT&T. You can go check it out right now. It's available from AT&T. And also be sure and check out PhoneDog.com, because right after this unboxing, I'm going to go and post my first impressions article of the phone, and so maybe get a few more ideas or thoughts that I didn't get to in the unboxing. And also you can check out, more coverage on smartphones, messaging phones, all on PhoneDog.com. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, you can follow me on Twitter. It's My Job to Know is my Twitter screen name. You can also go to PhoneDog's Facebook page, where we're going to have live chats with you guys every Friday. That's facebook.com/PhoneDog. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com, and I'll see you guys later.